Hello friends, in this video I will discuss about the for loop with example. So in the last video I've already discussed the syntaxes and flow and how the for loop works. So in this video I will discuss using for loop. I'm going to print the number using for loop. So I want to print a number from 1 to 3. So here the output will be 1 2 3 1 2 3. So how it works, so I'm going to explain here how it works. So in the previous lecture I've already told about the initialization. Means this is the first step, we do the initialize. So I'm going to initialize here. So I have initialized a number from 1. So I've already discussed in the last video. So from where you want to start, from where, so I'm start from 1. So I'm going to start from 1. So second step is what? This is the condition. This is the second step. I have already discussed in the last video. This is the second, and this is the statement. This is the third step, and this is the increment or decrement. So here my requirement is the increasing, means I want to print a number from 1 to 3. So here I am starting from number 1. So first step will be what? First step is the initialization. Initialization means what? Here the number is, I am taking a variable I equal to 1. So now the first step is completed. Now I will go to the second step. Second step is what? I less than equal to num. Num is what? I have given here number. Num is a variable. I am taking here a num variable, and which I am storing 3. So here I will check the condition I less than equal to 3. So I less than equal to 3 means I is what? I is now currently I is 1 and the number is what? 3. The condition is here true. If the condition will be true, then only a statement will execute. So here condition is what? Condition is true. So now this statement will be execute. What is this statement? I am going to print here a number I. What is the I value currently? Currently I value is 1. So now it will print 1. So this is the third step. Third step is complete statement execute. So statement execute. Now the fourth step is what? Fourth step is increment or decrement. Now based on the requirement, like I'm here increasing the number from 1 to 4, 1 to 3. So I'm using here the increment operator. So now fourth step is what? Increment or decrement. So I'm here increasing the value I plus plus. Now I value is currently 1. So I value will be I plus 1. So now I value is 1, I plus 1 is equal to 2. So now I value is what? 2. So after the fourth step, it will not going to initialize again. So it will go to the second step. It will check the condition here. So it will check the condition what? I less than equal to num. So first statement only for the first time. Only for the first time. Now it will start from the second. So now here the condition is what? Condition is I less than equal to num. So I value is currently what? I value is 2. I will check here 2 less than equal to num is 3. So it is again true. So it will again true means what? It will again execute the value, like it will again execute this statement. Now I'm going to print the I value. So now currently I value is what? I value is 2. So now it will print 2. So after the printing the number, it will again go to the increment process. Fourth step. Fourth step is what? Increment or decrement. So third step is completed. Now fourth is increment. So now currently I value is what? I value is 2. So increment is what? I plus 1 means I value is what? Currently I value is 2. 2 plus 1 which is 3. So currently I value is what? 3. So again it not going to initialize the value, it will go here again on the second step. It will again check the condition. What is the condition here? Condition is I less than equal to num. So the I value is currently is what? 3. It is going to check the condition I less than equal to 3, means number. What is the number? Number is 3. So 3 less than equal to 3. Yes, it's the true. The condition is what? True. So if the condition will be true, then again it will going to execute the statement. What is the statement? In the statement I am printing a I value. Now currently I value is what? 3. So it is going to print 3. Again after the execution, third step is completed. Now again it will increase the value. Now I value is what? Currently I value is 3. 3 plus 1. Now I value is 4. Now I value is what? 4. So again it will not going to initialize again. It will go to the second step. It will check the condition. What is the condition? I less than equal to num. Num is what? Num is currently 3. Num is what? 3. So I value is what? Currently I value is 4. 4 less than equal to 3. So condition is false. So condition is false. It is not going to execute, means only this statement will execute when the condition will be true. Now this is the false. Currently this is the false. So what? So now it is not going to execute this block again. So it will come outside the block. What? Outside the block. So now how much I have a number? I have a number 1 2 3. Now it will print only 1 2 3. So if I want to print like 100 number, so I will give as a 100. So it will print up to 1 2 3 3 up to 100. So here I will not going to write the 100 lines of code and 100 times. If I want to print here name, so you are not going to write 100 times. And so this is the main advantage of the for loop. This is one of the process in the for loop. So using for loop you can print n number of means whatever the requirement you have, you can print using the for loop. So if you have any doubt, you can comment me, so I will reply you. So thank you for watching. So I will come with in the next video with next example. Okay, thank you very much.